Okay, now.
Hangout is on air. Woo!
Hi.
Hi. We did it. We're on the air.
So my name is Damali Abrams, the Glitter Priestess.
And I'm Diedra Krieger, an artist.
And so we're making this video. Huh? What'd you say? Oh. So we're making this video in response to Ravenflower's contest. She suggested that people make videos where they share a ritual or spell. Each person has to share something. So Deidra's going to share a pie crust, and I'm going to share a lavender-infused oil.
Awesome. So I'll get started. I have in front of me 3 cups of flour and 2 teaspoons of fine sea salt. And I've already prepared 14 tablespoons of butter. You can watch my YouTube channel and see how to do this. I used a big block of 2-pound butter. You can see the baby in the background. So then the first thing you do is you rub and pinch the flour to coat the butter, to coat it in flour. I'm like peeking at the directions. So basically, I really enjoy, I'm going to share a recipe that I recently came across to make pie crust. And my guy really likes, my almost husband really likes pie. So I was like, how about, and I have all this flour in my, because I've been baking, and I was like, what can I do with this? And I don't want to make cookies anymore or cake. And my neighbor suggested pie, and I was like, he's like, it's really easy. You do like part of it in the morning, and then later in the afternoon, you actually bake it. So this is like the preparation phase where you prepare the dough, basically. So you pinch and rub the flour to coat it in butter.
So basically, the baking is your Sunday ritual.
Right.
Right. To the top.
And I'm bringing it to the public, Damali. Because it's something I've been thinking about too, because I always have the baby with me usually when I'm doing this. So really he should be here too, but you can watch the video that I posted yesterday if you want a taste of that.
Where is he?
He is upstairs with his grandparents and his daddy. My parents are in town.
Very nice.
Yeah. So I thought that was really fun because you get like really like, you know, you get your hands dirty, so to speak, and it feels kind of like you're sculpting, but like not sculpting. You know what I mean? I just like the tactileness of it.
Nice. Yeah.
So you're supposed to do this till like all the butter is like really coated, and it forms like little balls. So that's why I was like, it could take a while, but I think, yeah. I mean, it's not that long.
I see why that would take a while, yeah.
Yeah. But then it doesn't take that long that you can pause and be like, okay, baby, what do you need? What's happening? Like, don't you want to try this and put your hands in here? But I gave him like a tiny piece. He was kind of into it. But I feel like in the future, like, this is a pretty easy recipe to like get him involved with, you know?
Totally. How old is he now?
16 months.
Wow.
Yeah. It's crazy.
So when is
he's not a little baby. He walks and runs and stuff.
That's great.
Yeah.
When is his birthday?
April 29th. Yeah. Yeah. We need to meet him. We need a video meeting with you.
Yes. Next time.
Next time. Sorry?
I said in 3 years.
In 3 years, you said?
Yeah.
Well, he will be so big then. It's hard to imagine.
Yeah.
So this like kind of is forming the balls. Sort of. Like I think it just becomes like piecey, right? But you can kind of see how it's getting crumbly. Mm-hmm. I think that's what they mean. Because like I just like make sure like the butter is squish up the flour so it doesn't look like flour anymore, kind of thing. And it's whole wheat pastry flour, so it's a little bit healthier for you. It's not the processed all-purpose flour, which, you know, you get a little more nutrients out of this special pie crust. But it's a ton of butter, as you just saw. So then you form like this mound. It's so cool. You form this mound, and then you pour ice water like into the center. Things you have like a little, like you create like a little circle around it. And I have the water here, and then I mix it with my hands, like I keep going. So this is the ice water going in to my little circle. So cool. I had no idea that we're gonna do this. Don't make me woo. Only my second time, people. It's only my second time. I think my bracelets were not such a hot idea, but I was like, I need orange with this outfit, like blue and my aqua and green. All right, so now we're into like mixing it with our hands, as you can see. Adjust it. All right, and make like the dough. That's getting. Do you want to talk about what you're going to show me while I like get this, or should I just keep going?
You could just keep going. I don't know. It's
yeah. It's what?
I don't know. It's kind of disjunctive to talk about it while watching you do that.
Yeah. Maybe it's too much. All right. All right. So then the next step. Do you mind if I wash my hands in between? I'm gonna remove some of these bracelets. I just want to. Okay, maybe if I just do that. That's fine. Okay, I got it. I moved them down. It's fine. All right, I feel much better. Okay, I feel like this is in a good position now. So now the next step, now that it's all like, I think it's pretty well mixed, you take like walnut-sized pieces and then you just smash it with your hand. Oh, yeah. I feel like I was supposed to put flour down or something, but I think it's okay. You just smash them with the heel of your hand, and then this helps make it like a more flaky crust.
Oh.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I had no idea that this is how you make a pie. I guess I like learning new recipes to see. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love baking also. Usually in the winter, usually when I get sad or I like to bake things.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's relaxing.
Yeah, it's relaxing, and then it delays the binge eating, and then it's like.
Oh. Hey, that's a good point.
It's like relaxing, put things in perspective, and then you still get like a nice comfort at the end of it.
Oh yeah. And you like stack them up again, like so you crush them with your heel of your hand, and then you stack them up to make a new. And this is how you're making your ball. How long has it taken so far? It's not that long, right?
I don't know. I haven't been timing it, but.
Because you go give us, like, how long have you used of your 8 hours of hangout time? What if we just hung out all day?
That would be.
You can make baking. Just carry our laptops around the house.
It's next Sunday.
What?
Next Sunday, that'll be our hangout.
We're doing an 8 hour. We could like get guests to visit us all day long.
No, that would be great. Start at like 9 in the morning, breakfast, lunch.
Yeah. Oh, what am I gonna do now for food? You can't actually share, but you can have ideas.
So this is, you have to break up the entire crust into these pieces?
Yeah, like you just keep going until it gets like smashed down like that,
Ah,
and then you put it back together into this.
nice.
Like you make a new stack of it,
Right.
and then you kind of roll that together, and then you cut it in half,
Uh,
and then you put it in the fridge for a couple hours,
so how many crusts
and
does that
then
make?
what's
How
that?
many crusts does that make?
It made like last time I did it, it made like one pie plus a little extra, and my friend said you could just make like a pumpkin pie with that. So basically, when you take it out, you take the two pieces out and you roll it out with a like a rolling pin, so it's about an 1/8 inch thick, like really pretty thin.
Yeah.
And it rolls like you see how it's like kind of doughy and coming apart. Once it's been chilled for like a few hours, it rolls out really nicely. You put some flour down, roll it out, and so that makes the bottom and the top of a pie. But then I had like a little bit extra left over, so she suggested a pumpkin pie because you don't have to put a top on that, right?
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So. And then the other cool thing was, like, thank goodness she was here. You use, this was the coolest part for me anyway. Once you like in the bottom of the pie tray, or yeah, like a pie pan, you take a fork. Well, actually, you put in your ingredients, like the whatever kind of fruit pie or whatever you're going to be making, and that's really easy too. Like you just get like 4 cups of fruits and you just mix it up with like a little bit of sugar and cornstarch or flour and it gets coated and makes like a real like it's so cool. We used like raspberries, blueberries, and strawberries, and maybe
Nice.
some peach. It was so good.
That sounds really good.
So you put your one, you roll it out, you put the layer in the bottom. You don't do anything to cut it. Oh, you cut it away around to the circle to fit the lay of the dough.
Yeah.
Like it looks like that, so you just cut it away. You put your filling in, then you put out the top, and then you cut that away too. And then you take the fork. This is the best part. You take the fork, and that's what makes it look like a pie.
Oh, when you.
Fork and press it in around the edge. I
Yeah.
was like, really? I was like, that's not a machine.
Funny, yeah.
Never made a pie before.
That's with other pastries as well. Anytime you see pastries that have like those nice lines on them, it's just a fork.
Yeah. They're like, use this cool tool called a fork.
Very high tech.
Yeah, like this. People hang out. It's all about the tools. Thanks, Google, for making this video possible. And Ravenflower for encouraging the sharing. Right. Now I just have to pile this up. Awesome.
Okay.
We'll have some happy campers here. We're actually, for our wedding, we're having pie, not cake.
Oh, nice. What kind of pie?
We haven't figured that part out yet, but
You only have like weeks, right?
Molly. We're getting married.
I know. It's a huge deal. What does your gown look like?
It's ivory, so it's slightly off-white. It's
Is it lace?
no, there's no lace. It's it kind of has like the neck is here and then goes like that,
Oh, nice.
and then it's got like little dots all over it, like it's like as a pattern.
Uh-huh.
And it's layered, and it is a real wedding dress. Like I got it at a wedding store, a wedding dress store that has because it has a train and all that. But it's not a very big one. But I still have to get it like a bustle, like a seamstress to make the bustle.
Who's gonna do
the what?
video?
I'm still deciding. I'm like, should I get a video? Maybe I'll get a video. I'm like, how can you not get a video? But at the same time, I don't know. Okay, so now I just take this and, you know, make it into a ball kind of thing. And then I cut it in half. And then I wrap it in saran wrap. And I wait a few hours and make pie later today.
Very nice.
So, yeah. I guess I could use this to cut it in half. Yeah. So cool.
Very cool. Okay. So do you need to refrigerate those now?
I do need to refrigerate them, but I can wait till we're done.
Okay.
I can like sit here for, so it's not terrible. Okay, yay, pie, future pie. The hard part is over. Okay.
Okay, so is it my turn now?
It is your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to be making a lavender infused oil. The same recipe can be used with basically any herb that you want to use. Lavender is a very soothing, relaxing oil. Herb. Lavender as an herb is very good for like insomnia, anxiety, depression. It's good for like soothing the nerves anytime you feel stressed out or have trouble sleeping. It's also good for parents because it's a great thing to use for kids. Like you can use an oil like this. I'm using olive oil, but you can use a lighter oil like coconut oil or almond oil, sweet almond oil, sunflower oil, safflower oil. You can use grapeseed oil, any carrier oil. And then it's something that you can use on like, or you can put lavender essential oil on bed or pillows or your kids if you want them to rest and leave you alone.
So what? Sorry. Okay.
So the oil that I'm making can be used topically. You can use it on your skin, or you can use it to dress candles. Because lavender has great properties, spiritual or magical properties, and medicinal properties, it can be looked at as also a spell oil that you can use to dress candles. Just to show you where I'm getting my information from, this is one of my sources. Can you see that?
Yes.
I took an 8-month course in herbal medicine years ago with Pika Trinkle at the Open Center. An 8-month training in herbalism. And so I still refer to those notes a lot. And I also took a lot of classes with Robin Rose Bennett. This is her book called Healing Magic, a Green Witch Guidebook. I learned a lot from her about making herbal medicines and the different properties of herbs and plants. And then this one is one of my favorites as well, which is Scott Cunningham's Encyclopedia of Magical Herbs. So I'm making 4 ounces, and to start with, I have 3 stones in the jar. They're really small. I have 2 little rose quartz and 1 aventurine. Which lavender is also for the heart and heart healing and love. So just bringing out those energies more. I'm going to put in a sprig of rosemary because rosemary, in addition to being love energy, is also very protective. So to protect from negative energy, I'm starting with a rosemary. And then here's my lavender. So they're dried lavender buds. I don't know.
What kind? Do you know if it's English or French, or is it like something else?
I'm sorry?
Is it English or French lavender, or?
Yeah, this I believe is French lavender. They had both. I bought it at the farmer's market from the people from the farm. And then I also like just glued the word softer on there because I'm like trying to call in soft, gentle energy. So this is a really small jar of 4 ounces. So you want to fill, but you can use the same recipe in an 8 ounce or 16 ounce or whatever size jar you want. And the same concept, you can make a tincture by adding an overproof alcohol. You can make a vinegar by adding vinegar instead. You can make a honey by adding honey instead. So with the dry herb.
Do you eat it then? Honey?
The honey, yeah. You can make a lavender honey that you eat. You can make a vinegar that you would eat. You can use this internally as well. The olive oil you can use to cook with, or whatever oil you use, you can cook with it, or dip your bread in it, or however you use oil. Put it on your salad. Smells so good. Okay, so you fill the jar about 1/3 with plant matter, whatever your. That's about, I don't know if you can see inside.
It's a little dark, but yeah. So 1/3 of.
Yeah, about 1/3. And then, and also before I did this, I infused my intentions into the stones and into the herbs. So if you, like for me, I was like, I'm thinking about in the fall and winter, I usually have a really hard time. So I'm making things for gentle, soft love energy. So you can just hold the herb in your hand or hold the whole bag in your hand and infuse your intention into it. Think about what you want, meditate on it, whatever you do to infuse your energy into something. Talk to it, whatever works for you. And then, so I have extra virgin olive oil. Again, you can use whatever carrier oil works for you. And then I fill it all the way up. You want to make sure there are no air bubbles. I'm going to get messy now. Trying to push it down under. You want to make sure there's no air bubbles because I do have some live plant matter. The rosemary isn't dry, and so that can mold if you don't. So you want it filled all the way up so that no air can get in. Or you can just use dry rosemary instead and dry plants. You don't have to worry about that. You can also open it back up and top it off if the oil isn't all the way to the top, just to be on the safe side. So I can't turn that around for you to see, but it's now full.
Yeah.
And then you just.
So it's a bell jar, or like, what are they called? The kind of jar you're using?
Yeah, ball jar. They're mason jars.
Oh, not bell. Mason. Okay.
You want to use glass when you're using. Usually if you're using something for medicinal properties, you want to use glass rather than plastic because, you know, the plastic leaches into whatever's inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's it. So I would leave this for 4 to 6 weeks. I usually go for 6 weeks because I like mine. Are you okay? It's okay.
My cat is trying, I didn't like lock him out of the room and he just tried to attempt coming up here. Sorry.
Oh, he wants to be on the video.
Yeah, he does.
So, and eat those the pie dough. So yes, 4 to 6 weeks is fine. I usually go to 6 weeks because I want it to be really strong. A lot of people say that olive oil will overpower the smell of whatever you're using. I don't have a problem with it. I love olive oil. It's because I have really dry skin. I use olive oil on my skin anyway. So, you have an herbal infused oil, and in 6 weeks you can strain it and start using it. That's it.
Sounds amazing. What kind of stones were in the bottom, did you say?
Rose quartz and aventurine.
And where do you get those?
I ordered those online years ago. They're beads like these beads. I also ordered online. These are carnelian. And then I just put them on like a string, an elastic string that I get from Michael's.
Okay.
Yeah, you can order them on any. If you Google them, you'll see them on a lot of popular sites that you probably already go
Oh.
to.
It's just knowing what I like it. I haven't really like looked into that kind of stuff. I like it though. I used to have like the tumbled rocks when we were little, you know?
Yeah, yeah, same thing.
Everything kind of thing. Yeah. I like it. Very meditative too. Hmm. Thanks, Damali.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So, and thank you, Ravenflower. So
Yeah, thank you, Ravenflower. This was really a wonderful thing to have
it brought us
to
on.
experience.
It made us come out and collaborate and make a video. So that's exciting. All right. So,
It's the best. More of these.
all right. So let's end it. Thank you for
Yeah.
watching, whoever watches. And
Yeah. Bye.
bye. Let us know in the comments what you think and if you try it or have your own techniques on these things.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Stopping broadcast with my knuckle.